All right, so first up, we're going to watch this Return to Silent Hill trailer, and I actually want to talk about it a little bit. So this comes out January next year. I've already seen some people hating on that, saying that it's going to be bad because it comes out in January. I disagree. Let me go ahead and hit play real quick. So this is from Cineverse and Bloody Disgusting. I believe they're the ones who, I think, Toxic Avenger coming out
The darkness, you can't keep it away.
this weekend. They do the Terrifier movies.
Please don't go any further. You don't know what kind of hell
Christophe
you have
Gans
to
is back.
face.
And this shot's really cool. I like this a lot. And you live here now. That's actually pretty interesting that it says that at the end. So, all right. I have a lot of thoughts here. So, first of all, it starts off like this, okay? Which, let me go ahead and mute this real quick. This right here is already interesting to me. All right, so obviously he's waking up in Toluca Lake, which I like that zoom out, by the way. I think that's really cool. Christophe Gans is a very stylish director, so we'll at least have that going for it. I do think this looks cheaper than the original movie, but that's because it's a little lower budget, and they shot on digital this time around, so it does have a different look and feel to it. I don't mind that James looks different. I saw some people already complaining about that, but I feel like what they've done here is basically they've matched James to look more like, to fit, like they've matched his wardrobe to fit more with the actor they have playing him, and I think that actually is good. As long as he feels like James in character, that's cool. But here's the thing about this starting off like this. So Christophe Gans has talked about how like this isn't going to be just a straight adaptation of Silent Hill 2. This is also going to be incorporating some other things as well from other Silent Hill stuff, as well as some fan stuff, because Christophe Gans is a fan, funny enough. He's a little older now, obviously, but he's actually a pretty big fan of Silent Hill. So this isn't going to be just a straight adaptation of Silent Hill 2, which I do have mixed feelings on, but because it's one of the best games of all time, it could be one of the best movies of all time. Let me bring up my YouTube chat stuff real quick, just in case someone is yapping at me. Could be one of the best movies of all time, if adapted properly, but, that's neither here nor there. One thing I do want to say, though, is there's a little thing in the Silent Hill universe called the loop theory. And this trailer starting off like this makes me think perhaps Christophe Gans is embracing the loop theory. If the movie starts off like this, then I'll know he's embracing the loop theory. He still might be, even if it doesn't start off like this. But, this could be that because there's multiple endings of the game, which is what attributes to the loop theory, along with, like, you see, like, what appears to be, multiple dead bodies around, and they all kind of sort of resemble James. And that's all well and good and cool. Yeah, so they could be doing that. There's a lot of stuff in here that I like a lot. Like, this looks very visually stunning. But I just think this could be pretty rad. I'm not gonna lie. There's some stuff in here I like. Is it gonna be like a great, perfect adaptation of Silent Hill 2? Probably not. Could it be a good movie on its own? I think so, yeah, probably. Even just like these eye shots and stuff, man, are pretty incredible. Like I said, this trailer's pretty short, pretty quick. That TV shot's really dope looking. The creatures all look nice, and it's practical effects as well. This is obviously the hotel from the end of the game. Well, not anymore, but it was. He's chasing her. I think this is also when he's oh man, I can't remember her name now. Angela. I think this is when he's going through the stuff with Angela. I don't think this is the end of Angela's story, but I do think maybe it's around there or something. I don't know. I am curious to see how Angela plays into this movie. But this is the hotel. They've changed it a little bit. It's on fire in this one, which, I have mixed feelings on, but it depends on like what they're going for on this, right? I do think this shot actually looks pretty cool. But yeah, overall, I think this has potential. And as for it coming out in January, I think people need to relax. January hasn't been a dumping ground for a while now. Some studios still adhere to the dumping ground, but this Cineverse and Bloody Disgusting, they don't have a dumping ground, okay? They're just like, hey, what's the best time we can release this? Oh, you know, we need to release it close to like the new Silent Hill game, so January is our best bet, because they don't want to release this in October, which is stacked. November is stacked, and December is stacked. So why in the world would they not release it in January? It also comes out close to my birthday, so I'm biased. But there's been plenty of great movies that have come out in January. Donnie Darko is one of them. Megan, more recently, is one of them. Megan 2 actually should have came out in January. I think it would have been a much bigger success at the box office if they had done that. But yeah, they have the shot here. This looks cool. I'm very interested to see what happens here. I think this is the, I forget what they call it, but it's the creature in the cage. I think that's what this is in the hospital. Yeah, this is looking pretty faithful for the most part. And here's something here's how you can tell that Christophe Gans is a big fan. So let me go back to this first shot, okay? This medallion right here, or I think it's this right here. This is only something you can get when you start a new game plus in Silent Hill 2. So that's pretty rad, you know? Overall, I think this looks very strong, to be real with you. It does look a little cheaper, on the cheaper end, but because Christophe Gans is such a stylish and visualist director, I think this has potential to at least be cool on the visual side of things. Like this shot right here is pretty spectacular in my opinion. Really dynamic, good lighting. You know, you don't get to see stuff like this very much in movies anymore because a lot of people are afraid to move the freaking camera. And as far as the You Live Here Now, that also makes me think that he is going to bring in the loop theory as well. So, I don't know. I think it could be cool. That's just my reaction, my thoughts on the new trailer. Well, the teaser anyway. We're going to have to wait until we get a full trailer before I do any sort of like breakdown or anything. But this is just my quick thoughts on it because it's very short.